Are you still watching the Al Media channel, your favorite sports podcast with regards to the Euro 2024? We'll be talking about the two more quarterfinal games that will be played later, where England will be coming up against Switzerland, and that could be a mouth-watering game. Switzerland, in the last couple of years, we've seen them knock out France in the last edition of the Euros at the round of 16 stage, and in this one, they've been able to knock out Italy as well at that same stage by 2-0. So England will really have to watch out for them. Still here with Force, who is still doing the analysis for me. Force, let's talk about the England game. They are coming up against a Switzerland side that are relentless and very resolute in defense. There's a team that gave Germany a scare in the group stages, but they ended up beating Italy by 2-0. Do you think Guy Southgate should be worried?
The whole English national team should be worried. Because based on form, England should come nowhere or no near this Swiss team. Because they've been able to show in this tournament that they've got a verve, they've got a tactical understanding, that they've got a tactical nuance, they've got the players to beat anybody. And they did indicate that when they beat Italy 2-0, it wasn't a fluke because they outplayed totally Italy, and then they also defeated them. Coming up against England, who has been very poor, on 4 matches in, they've been shambolic. If I should rate the English national team, I would rate them a 4 out of a 10.
Wow, a 4 out of 10?
Yes, it's been that bad. No, it's been that bad. Because coming into the tournament, every indicator, every research shows that the English team should be up here, performing alongside the Spanish national team, or what the Germans are doing. But they've been so poor to the extent that they need a 94th minute equalizer from Jude Bellingham. And you see, you can't just rely on a single player in each and every single match. What if that player doesn't come to the party? I do have a problem with Gareth Southgate in how he lays his people, right? You have a Jude Bellingham who no doubt has been fantastic during the past ended season. But in this tournament, he's not pulling his weight in the number 10 position. And you've taken a naturally gifted number 10 out to the left flanks. Do you understand me? In the 4 matches that they've been able to play, that has been a problem. So you realize that there's been a disjointed performance when going forward. There's no understanding. There's a lack of communication. There's a lack of movement. Every single player up front is stagnant. When I say stagnant, it's not as if they are standing, but the movement is not effective. So what should you do? You bring in the play, because you see, against Switzerland, they are not going to be defensive. Switzerland had a go at Germany, had a go at Italy, and they're going to have a go at the English national team. So if England comes into the setup, not minded to the fact that the Swiss can hurt them, there's going to be very difficult for them to qualify.
There's been widespread reports that Guy Southgate is trying, or could deploy a 3-back system against Switzerland, who themselves, they've been playing with a 3-back system throughout, the entirety of this tournament, talking about Switzerland. You think that's the best way to match the Swiss side?
It doesn't necessarily has to be about the tactical formation, right? It's about interpreting the system. I don't really have a thing for either a 3-back, a 4-back, a 5-back. Do the players understand the system? Do the players understand to the extent that they can interpret the rule to the latter? That is the question that we should be asking. And I can say that it's not about a tactical decision that has hurt England, but it's about the deployment of the tools that he has available to him. I get to the point. You can keep the same shape, the same 4-2-3-1, but at the end of the day, you just have to change the personnel. You just have to change the positions of the personnel, and the results are going to improve. You can move to a 3-back, right? But what if you don't lay the players at their rightful positions? I get to the point that the result is still going to be null and void.
Do you think England are winning?
England are winning, but it's going to be difficult for them.
Okay, all right. So we're still previewing the quarterfinal games at the ongoing Euro 2024 tournament, and you're still watching your most authoritative sports podcast on the Al Media channel. Don't forget to subscribe and then also leave your comment in the comment section. What do you have to say about the already games that has been played in the quarterfinal stage?